All right, hey everybody. So, an update to our 1 month test of living away from home in Key West. I'm going to say days 4 through 10, something like 4 through 9, something like that. Day 4 was a Saturday. We actually got a rover for Raya and took her over, met the lady. She was real nice, and so we had the day without our child with us, our child being our dog. And we decided to just hang out at the house most of the day. Around 6 or so in the evening, we got ready and went down to Duval Street and had some dinner and had a couple drinks at the Heroes Bar, which is probably my favorite bar. It is a military slash emergency responder themed bar, plus 20% off all the drinks, which is really cool. So hung out there for a bit. They had some live music, which was great. They had 3 people that had their guitars, and they would actually just go from one person to the next. So each person sang individually with just a guitar, and then the next person would sing, then the next person would sing. So that was kind of cool. Really different way to get exposed to some different types of music and stuff like that. So that was cool. Sunday was a do nothing day. We had to go get Raya from the rover, and we hung out here. I actually watched planes on the FlightAware app. You can watch planes coming in and out on the app, and so I did that because I was bored. We happened to be in the flight path right here for the airport, which is great for me. I love watching all the planes go by. Carol gets annoyed by all the sounds, and Sunday they were landing over the top of us, which is actually the quieter of the two options. They're gearing down the engines versus blasting them up to get in the air. So watched airplanes come in on the app. While I was doing that, I watched LA flights live on YouTube. So I was actually watching airplanes leave, take off and land at the LAX airport, just because why not? And while I was doing that, also watching planes obviously flying over the top of us as well. So it was watching planes while watching planes while watching planes kind of day, which was cool. Monday was a work day, and I think I had 5 or 6 calls, and just a plain work day. Carol laid out by the pool. Nothing eventful at all. Tuesday, I got up and went over to the airport and flew for the first time with a different CFI, which is Certified Flight Instructor. Flew with Jonathan, which was pretty dang awesome to fly over the Keys. We flew out over the ocean a bit, and there's a lighthouse out there, and we did some practicing around the lighthouse. There's a couple different things. One's called Turns Around a Point, which is where you have to basically circle some sort of a point, in this case the lighthouse, and stay the same distance away from it, even though the winds are changing, things like that. So that was fun. Actually, I failed. I did more of turns around, or I did more of ovals around a point, I think, than a perfect circle. But that's okay. It's practice. Also did 3 or 4 landings, and 2 of them were great. 2 of them kind of sucked, but I'm still here, which is great. So that was Tuesday morning. Loved it. Came home and set up another appointment to fly again next Tuesday, which is exciting. I can't wait for that. So Tuesday afternoon, really just hung out at the pool, and really that's the story all this week. We've got a nice area here in the backyard, and there's a pool, and obviously some fancy looking trees, and the entrance to the house. So we pretty much just kind of hang out here and jump in the pool when it gets too hot, and then sit over on the area to chill out. Also, I'll pull this up. I think I might have showed this before. There's like a little cabana kind of thing there with some reclining chairs. That's pretty much where I hang out because there's no sun. So I hang out there, and then every once in a while jump in the pool just to cool down. So anyway, that was the week. On Thursday, we did decide to go find the dog park, and took Raya over to the dog park. And we were only there maybe 45 minutes. She ran around, which is nice because this yard here is not very big, and I shouldn't even call it a yard. It's almost like a patio. It's almost all brick with a tiny little spot for her to poop. But took her over to the dog park. That was great. And did the same thing Friday. Just took her over there for a little bit. So that was our week. Don't think there's anything else really exciting. I think I'm going to get Carol, we're going to get a Rover again tomorrow because it's Mother's Day. And we're going to take her out, see what she wants to do, go get some seafood most likely, I would assume, and just kind of hang out. Oh, we did walk down to an Irish pub yesterday, which was probably a mistake. It was around 6:15, 6:30. The temperature was 86 or so, and it was hot. It was way too hot. Of course, with Raya, we can't go inside, so we have to sit outside. This place happened to have outdoor tables, which is why we chose it. However, the outdoor tables were on the west side, so it was direct sun, and it was very hot. So we kind of just drank our one drink, ate our dinner, and scooted right back home to the cool. In fact, I got back, jumped in the pool just to kind of cool off because it was that hot. Tomorrow we're gonna do a Rover and see where Carol wants to do for Mother's Day. Just kind of do that. We've also got some friends coming in on Wednesday afternoon this week, and we'll spend 3 or 4 days with them. That'll be fun. So we'll have to do the tourist thing, go down to Duval a couple times, and I've been saving up my money to do that because it's not cheap down there to do anything, but it's a lot of fun. I do need to check the cruise ship schedule just to see if there's a cruise ship coming in any of those days, because those are typically the days you want to avoid Duval, just because it's an insane amount of people crammed into a short, tiny little area. So pretty busy when that happens. So I'll check that schedule, and flying next week. And I think that's about it. I do have a couple extra days. The plan has always been that I'm going to work on Monday and Thursday while I'm down here. So it's not that it's a month off. It's just less work. So plan is still Monday and Thursday this week. However, I do have Wednesday. I have a webinar that I do every month. I do a webinar that happens to be on Wednesday. And also Wednesday this week is the window treatment mastermind that I put together. And so I'll be doing that Wednesday afternoon. So 3 days of work this week, although Wednesday is just going to be 2 1-hour blocks kind of. So anyway, that has been the week, and here comes my drink, and we'll see you guys next time.